Welcome to Trading Lounge and the daily US stocks for Tuesday, January 25th, and starting with Amazon on the daily chart here. So yeah, look, everything's going according to plan. It's a really nice wave structure to the downside from wave B to wave C here. We're looking for 5 waves, and we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Just shaping that up a little bit, and then down for 5. So yeah, that's sort of where we are really with, in fact, with most stocks actually. Anyway, let's drill into the 100 ticks as we normally do, just to get a bit of bearing. Look, the thing is here too, we're just going to leave, as I keep mentioning, we're just, we want to take a reasonable amount of profit out of the trend, so we're going to leave our stop out of the way. We'll take part profit down on the medium level here, which is the 2,500, and currently we'll be bouncing around in minor group 2, so that's 65, 72 and 80 at this particular point in time. Yeah, so from, well, we've got blue wave, minute wave 1 here, minute wave 2 here, we're going down for number 3 here, then 4 and then 5. And between 2 and 3 we're looking for 5 waves, so we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 down for the 3rd wave, and then we'll have the 4th wave, and we can look at this current retracement somewhere back up into this space here. I will also need just to double check that on this trend here on the 5 tick chart. I'm a little bit short for time, but it won't be much difference either way. I may have made a little error in here of putting, I might need to put wave 3 here and have wave 4 here. It's something that I just need to resolve. But either way, both wave, we're in, as I mentioned yesterday, we'll be going through, there's a beginning of a trend, there's the middle of the trend, and then there's the end, the beginning, the middle and the end, and we're entering to the end, and we're looking at these are all waves ones and 2s, and these are going to be all 4s and 5s in here. So it's a different structure and different personality, and we'll end up seeing more sideways type of corrections. So either way, we're just leaving our stop out of the way. We're just going to watch it bounce around like a ball as it goes down, and we'll be looking down at the 2,500 to take some profit at that particular point. If you've overtraded, then sure, take some off the table, but all up to you. Alphabet's the same as well, Google, so daily chart here. So we've got wave 1 here and 2 here. And then we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So we're not into the minute wave 3 yet. Then we'll have minute wave 4 and then 5 down through here. Let's just cruise into the 100 ticks. So in a nutshell, from wave B, we've got wave 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Once again, we'll just leave the stop out of the way. We don't want to be flicked out of this. It will bounce off this level here, and it's fine to take some money off the table here. I'm just going to go to, from 100 ticks, I'm going to go down to 5 ticks just to pull that trend apart a little bit. So we've got B wave on the left hand side up there, minor wave B, and we've got minute wave 1 and minute wave 2 here, and we're going down for minute wave 3, 4 and 5, which will probably take us a bit lower. So I could probably rearrange this a little bit. I could probably even put wave 1 over or to here really. So I'll just have to mull that over a little bit more, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. I don't have to be perfect down here, but the way that I've got it so far is 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the 3rd wave, 4th wave, 5th wave for the 3rd, then the 4th and the 5th. Now it's going to get very complicated in these wave 4s. Well, look, it may be simple, but expect complicated, and but that's okay. We'll just let it be, and we'll just stand back. We won't get involved in it. Don't try to take new positions in here. It's okay to add on to the rallies here, like to sell more, but just make them very small, because we still want to really leave the stop out of the way as well. Okay, so in terms of a retracement for these markets, we can look at the 38.2. Just use it as a bit of a guide stick, don't you know, when markets move down quite heavily and fast like they have done, they could rally 50%. So just be a little bit mindful of that. But if you wish to take some money off the table, then this here, this level, this is the one that you would do that on, as being such a large number. Alrighty, let's cruise along. So Apple's much the same as well. From wave B here, we're looking for 5 waves down here. So let's go in and have a little look at that on the tick chart. Okay, so we've got a little wave, intermediate wave 3, then we've got a minor wave A, B and C pulling down, A, B and C pulling down. We're looking for 5 waves once again. So we've been working through here with 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1, and then back for 2 in as minute degree here, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 for minute degree 3, 4 and 5. So we've still got, you know, a fair way to go with all of these, and they're all basically got the same pattern as well, so that makes life a little bit easier. So we can expect some sort of correction here, then a move down, and then another correction here as an ABC, may even be more complicated, and then down at this point. So something like that. Once again, we've got a short trade here. We'll just leave the stop out of the way, and we can take some money off down here. We'll see what it looks like down here. You know, like I said, it's going to get complicated down here. When you trade in wave 4s, you tend to lose money. So if you're short already, then it's okay to sort of add small amounts, you know, on these tops and try to get some out and, you know, work it that way. But yeah, trading long and those sorts of things, it's okay if you're an intraday trader and don't hold overnight. That's a completely different story. Every day is a new day, so it doesn't matter. But if you hold overnight, you don't want to be involved in wave 4s. Facebook, Meta platforms, same go here, an A and a B and 1 and 2, and coming down for the third wave. So I can say here will be sort of like this here. We'll be bouncing around here for a while. It'll be something like that. Probably a bit lower. Anyway, let's go to the tick chart and get the details. So we've got, I don't need to go back further, we've got 1 and 2, and we're going down for 3, 4 and 5. These all, a lot of these just move across here onto when I close the platform down, so everything gets pushed back, so I'm going to push it back again. So yeah, look, one of the things here too I need to have a bit of a look at is that we could be on this wave 3 here rather than this wave 3. Yeah. But either way, I mean, it looks like we've got a 5-wave structure here for that, so that's okay. I'm just going to move this out of the way just so I can see clearly. I mean, it looks like that. I'll do some work in the off hours to look at this. Yeah, the 38.2% retracement there. It's going to stick around the 300. So I've got all the 4s lined up here, as you can see. It's just sort of standard issue really, but sometimes what happens is that the wave 4s end up coming sort of lower here, but for the time being we'll just put them there. It'll just give us an idea that the 300 is a large number, it's a sticky number, and yeah. I mean, I really want to put this green wave 3 here and not this one. I want all the markets to line up on the green wave 3 rather than this one. But anyway, we'll get there. It doesn't really matter at this time. At this stage, we've got short trades. We've covered our costs on them. So no drama. We're not exposed anywhere. Okay, let's cruise along. Microsoft. Same thing as well, the A wave, ABC for the B wave, and then we have that beautiful wave 1 here and 2 here, and then we're going down for wave 3, so we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 for the third wave, fourth wave and fifth wave. So Microsoft down at 250 roughly. As always, we just count the structure as we go down. So let's have a look at the intraday on the tick chart. So wave B at the top there, just making things simple. Wave 1 and 2. So we've got wave 1 and 2, and then we're going down for wave 3 in blue, and 4, and then 5. Okay, so in the meantime, between 2 and 3, once again, we've got 1 ABC for 2, and then we're going down for 3 here. I won't go into all that at the moment. And then we're going back for wave 4. And like I said, when markets drop quite quickly, they can tend to rally, past their 38.2%, and they can be above 50%, so they can kind of be a little bit frightening at that particular point. I mean, once you know your levels as well, so taking money at certain numbers, like we know number 8, which is a minor level. 8 is the third strongest number, so if you're going to take some money off the table, then it would be on this number here, number 8. But let's cruise on here. So Tesla's the same as well. No, nothing sort of new here. We've got wave B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In a bit of a nutshell. And between 2 and 3, we're looking for 5 waves. So we can see here we've got 1 and 2, we're in that third wave there. So we've still got a dance to do across the 900 before we end up at 800 or 750 or 20 or something of that nature. Let's have a look at the 100 ticks. So so we've got wave 3 here as well. We've got wave 1 and 2 in green, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the here and here. And then we can also just look at this level here, take that down here, and we're basically the 38.2% retracement there. So we've still got a fair bit to go here. So probably what will happen here will be some sort of B wave to come in, and then a C wave to come in, and then we'll come down into this space, and then we'll have an ABC pattern here, back to this level, and then we'll come down further, sort of breaching the 800 at this point. Then I'll put it at 750, but it could be at 80, it could be at 772 in here. That's another important number in there as well. This is basically the pattern of the markets, for the tech stocks, let's say, hey? I mean, this wave 4 could come higher, but they tend to be a little bit lower, So that's it in a nutshell. Let me have a bit of a look in here. That's 1 and 2 here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. So I've probably made a little bit of a mistake. It's probably the, let me just double check again. Now it could be the A wave, it could be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That could just be the A wave to that point. And the other markets will be much the same as well. When markets are in fear, they all mirror each other. That's the beauty of them on that side of it. In bull markets, they're all a little bit different. Same but different. Okay, so that's Tesla, and we want to have a look at the banking side of things now. So this is Square, and I don't think, I mean, it looks okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just don't think we're there with that. I need to check on that. It could be from that point. Just got to do a bit of homework here. I'm not going to do it now in front of you too much of it, but I will shape this up a little bit. And I'm not even sure if this is right. I just need to ponder my navel on this one. But you can expect to bounce off 100. I mean, 100's the 1 is the strongest number. Doesn't matter if it's 1 cent or 100,000. Any one. Probably go to 50%. Probably be looking to cover that gap. I do want to have a look at the other banks as well. So this will probably end up down at 80 or something at the end of the day. Rightio, I need to go to a different charting program. So this is Morgan's, and we're looking at an A and a B and a C for wave 2 here. But the trouble with this is, I've probably mentioned before, normally with a wave C, it's not as sharp. So we would have a move up, and then we'd have the A wave, that would always be the sharpest, and then we'd have the B wave, and the C wave would be on a slight more angle of the A wave here. But in this case, this C wave is sharper than this move here. So it's kind of telling me that, well, we may have this as wave 1 here, and 2 here, and 3 here, and 4 here, and 5 here. So we may end up with a slightly different pattern with all of this. So I'll just draw this out here. I didn't mean to do that one. I just want the drawing tool. So that's this one. So possibly 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here, then an A, B, and C back here, and then another 5 waves coming down here to finish off. I'll just squash it in there, but you get the picture. So a bigger ABC pattern for all of this. So I need to ponder that as well. Let me just have a look at a couple of the others. What about Goldman's? Yeah, so I had Goldman's 2 as wave 1 ABC for 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it's just so sharp, you know, that's sort of haunting me a little bit. So I was looking for those 5 waves, and we got those 5 waves, but I just think now what we need to do, we don't want to go in and buy off that. I can see we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 in here, so there may be a little bit more down here, but basically what we'll do is when we do get that low in, we'll have a look. That will be the 38.2%, and we'll just see how that moves up here on the intraday, and we'll see if it's corrective. If it's corrective, then we know that we'll have to look at this as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 down here. And if we get 5 waves here, then we'll have the ABC and then another 5. So anyway, we'll just work through it. We don't want to rush in and buy these at this point. Yeah, the sellers are still in control. I mean, as far as that move up there, it's on lower volume than the previous bar, and this is on higher volume than this previous bar, and the sellers took control here. So we can see that 5 waves here, though. There just might be a little bit more to come on that just yet. So let me have a look at BAC as well. Same story, slightly different, completely different story. Yeah, right, okay. Well, this might offer a bit of a key, actually. Coming down from the top there, in this case here, we don't even have 5 waves down here yet, so we'll probably get something like this for that. Anyway, banks are nothing's ready to buy yet. We're shorting at the moment. We're not shorting everything, but we've got a handful of shorts out there, and they're all doing really well, and we'll just manage those. So just sit back and nothing to do. Alrighty, on that note, I'll cruise on, and thanks for tuning in. Cheers.